Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to my shop here in Gangwon. I'm just going to try to be quick about this. I wanted to show you the new BSF radar. It's very simple to just get it started. It has a lot of features, but if you just want to get started, it's real simple. So first we're going to res the radar. We'll decide which direction we want the thing to face. So right now we're facing west, so we'll put in the west-facing console. That's this, and then all we do is just click it, power, on. That's it. So it is now going to warm up the tubes, and once they're good, then you can see we have our two avatars, and they're very close in. So it also comes with an option for a dish, which is a remote dish, which I'm going to now res over here. And we do pretty much the same thing when you want a remote dish, so you just click it, power, on. And now it should connect. You'll see it'll tell you, the console will tell you if it has a solid connection. Now, you see we're no longer centered. Now we are about 20 meters away, and we're in the correct orientation away from this thing. So if I just move my bot, you'll see how it should show up as moving on the radar. It's a little bit hard for me to do this and also cam in. I think I need to do it that way. So it's like this throughout the entire sim. It will basically follow any avatar in the entire sim. And as the avatar moves, their position on the radar will also move. Okay, so just about got my bot back here. I'm going to turn off the bot remote control, and I'll show you the next feature. There's probably not time to cover them all, but the next feature is that this thing also works as a target, so we just say arm. Now once it is in armed mode, it will tell you, the dish will tell you that it's armed, and also the vice scripts will tell you that they are armed. Now at this point all you really have to do is test it with a vice weapon. This is a very powerful vice weapon, so it doesn't take very long. But you can see what happens there. Just the target becomes destroyed, and at the same time that happens, the target is destroyed, the console has reverted back to local control. So now, as we move, the console shows our positions relative to it. And that's the default way that this thing works. It's either going to, if you have only the console, it'll just show everything with relation to the console. But as you can see, once the radar dish came back into existence, we popped over here again because now it's got the uplink again. It gave you the message connected. So that's how it's designed to work. But if you would rather that it doesn't revert, you can choose settings on your console. Antenna settings, auto off. So your auto off settings are a little different because now if the antenna becomes destroyed, then you actually lose the radar. So as we wait for Vice to do its little reset, it takes 10-15 seconds or something like that. Then once the antenna comes back, the console will fire up again. It takes a little while because, again, it's very old technology. It's going to have to kind of spin up and warm up and all that stuff. So We just wait a little bit for it to come back. It spins up and warms up, and it starts rotating again. And once again, here we are with relation to the radar dish. So that's pretty much the basic operation. Now, if you wanted to move this thing, you don't have to reset anything. What you do need to do is put it back into the revert mode, which is that's the normal mode that this thing starts off in. And all we do is move this, and then we do uplink and connect. Now it's going to show us with relation to the new position. So if I want to put this, say, back here, it's a little further away, uplink, connect. See, it shows us as now with relation to the new position of that. Now that works in the reversion mode. So if you want to switch it to auto off mode, you have to do that again. So now we're back in auto off mode, and it's a little further away, but I got a pretty good way of erasing the radar. So here's the other thing I wanted to show you is if you don't have a gun and the thing is in target mode and it's armed, you just need a vehicle, like a plane or something. It'd be nice if my vehicle would res. There we go. And we'll just drive our vehicle. Now this doesn't work with all vehicles. Your vehicle has to have some mass to it. It can't have one of these vehicles that has just hardly any physics at all, then it probably won't work. But most vehicles, most airplanes are going to work. So if you just try to run into it with your avatar, for instance, well, that's not really going to work. I've tried this with the biggest avatar I have, which is very big, giant dragon that's almost the size of my entire parcel, and it still doesn't do anything. So you do have to hit it with something relatively solid, like an airplane. But that's how we do our BSF radar. This has been a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. Now, if you want to reset the whole thing, they both have a reset button, which causes them to go back to standard settings and start off again in their off state. So I just power on again, and we'll power this one on again, and then we're back to our default state. So thanks for stopping by.